Well, every week, the Humane Society of Southern Arizona brings an adoptable pet to our stage to help them find a home and to spread the word about their mission, cause, and help give a voice to pets who need it.
It's hitting my favorite. It's cute. But how do all these pets get to the Humane Society? Andrea Mitchell is here to tell us more about the process, and you have brought a pretty girl.
Yes, this is Bailey.
Oh, hello,
and Bailey is super toy motivated.
Yes.
She has found the squeaker in about 3 plush toys just since we've been here, and claimed them all as her own.
Yes.
And so she's having a great time today. Bailey is 5 years old, and she has actually been in our shelter longer than every other dog.
Oh,
so I brought her today because she really needs to find a home. She is a really good girl. She's 5 years old. She could stand to lose a little bit of weight, but that's all right. She's on a diet right now in the shelter, so she's working on it. She loves to go on her walks every day. She loves playgroup. She loves playing with toys. And so we're getting her all the attention she needs to help her get nice and lean and fit, but we hope that her new adopters will keep that going for her.
And how did she come to you? How did you find her?
So Bailey is a situation which is sad because we went and rescued her from a shelter that was inundated with dogs. I think you guys remember it was back in January. We made the 6-hour drive over to Valencia County in New Mexico. We rescued dozens of dogs from there, and so Bailey's been with us since then. So it was January 15th, so she's spent a long time in a shelter, and there's no telling how much time she spent at the Valencia County shelter as well. And so Bailey's situation is that she was transferred to us from another shelter, which a lot of people don't realize that falls under our Second Chance Fund. And so we're able to go and help out these shelters, and most importantly, help out the dogs that are in them.
So other than the amazing thing that you do, which is the transfer, what are other ways that animals come in?
So there's 2 other ways that animals come into our shelter. One of them is that a Good Samaritan finds a lost puppy or a lost kitty, and they bring them to us. They bring them to us for us to help them get back to their home, to rehome them. So they'll bring stray pets into us, and we'll scan them for a microchip, and then we'll put them up on petfinder.com, use their microchips, try to contact their owners, and so those are called our stray dogs. And then we also have owner release dogs, and these are the pets who come into our care from people who simply just can't care for them anymore, which a lot of people will try to shame these people and say, oh, how could you? This is a wonderful dog. But I want to remind everyone that an owner releasing their pet who isn't lost, who's exhausted all other options, who's done everything that they can for this animal and simply can't care for them, the best thing that they can do is bring them to us. Instead of people just let their dogs out into the wild, let them loose.
Leave them in homes?
Yeah, leave them in homes, leave them in apartments after they've moved out of apartments, things like that. And so when you have exhausted all of their options, we want you to bring us your pet.
It's the kindest thing to do in that situation.
Absolutely. And it's comforting because Humane Society of Southern Arizona is a no-kill shelter, and so I'm sure that those people do feel comfort in bringing their pet to us, knowing that we will find them a home.
Absolutely. And when you do get the pets, however you do come to get them, there's a holding period for a while. So how long is that holding period, and then what happens after that?
There is. We have a holding period for stray dogs because we want to give their owners a chance. We don't want their dogs. We want them to come get them. We want to find them. So we'll send out a little postcard. We'll contact the information that's on their microchip. A lot of people think that microchips are tracking devices, and they're like, my dog's tracking device isn't working, and it's not that at all. So you need to make sure that you keep your microchip up to date with all of your information so that we know how to get in contact with you if for some reason your pet comes into our care. So there's that holding period, and then there's also the holding period whenever we get an owner release.
Hi.
Bailey's a leaner.
Babe.
Oh.
When it's an owner release.
Baby.
That's good. Because obviously every pet in our care needs to be seen by our vet.
Yeah.
Right.
Needs to be seen by our vet. We need to make sure that every pet is adoptable enough to go on our adoption floor. Every pet needs to be spayed, neutered, vaccinated, and so we'll never get a pet in and the same day they'll be available for adoption. We need to make sure that they're healthy, that they're safe, and that they're ready to find their new forever home. And so sometimes it could take up to a week or so.
Look, we all have smiles on our faces. How could somebody not want Bailey in their house?
You're the cutest thing.
She is such a good girl. Yeah, so she's really special.
We're going to find her forever home today because she is just too sweet. Andrea, thank you again always for coming on every week. We just absolutely love it. It's just such a highlight of our show when you're on.
Girl, thanks for having us.
Of course. And to see all of the adoptable animals at the Humane Society, just visit hsaz.org or you can call 327-6088. And don't forget to follow their page on Instagram by searching for @Humane Society SOAZ.